something that philosophers and people have been searching for centuries. And that is the long sought after, seemingly unattainable fountain of youth. Now, what if I told you it was a lot closer than you think? Yes, the fountain of youth is all around us. We can tap straight into the source because the fountain of youth is our youth. But we have some work to do because we have a crisis on our hands. The truth is, growing up today is harder than ever. Being a teen is like living with a fire alarm that never turns off. They're dealing with school shootings, social media, climate anxiety, pandemic trauma. It's not just overwhelming, it's exhausting. The CDC states that suicide is one of the leading causes of death in kids between the ages of 10 and 24. That's not just alarming, that's unacceptable. And I get it. As adults, we think that kids need to be more resilient. And yes, resilience matters, but so does responsiveness. And that starts with us. As a pediatrician, I've examined thousands of babies. And every time I see it, that glimmer, that light, that potential, the sense that anything is possible. And with the very first breath, the world rushes in, and newborns experience a rapid growth in brain, body, and emotion. Every glance, every sound, every touch sparks a cascade of neural activity as the brain forms connections at lightning speed. These are the very early moments when the future begins, full of possibility, promise, and potential. And then life starts to interrupt the flow. As we grow older, a part of us goes numb, dulled by disappointment, weighed down by time. But it doesn't happen all at once. It starts as these small moments when something inside of us begins to dim. I remember one of the first times it happened to me. I'm 8 years old. I'm in the 3rd grade. I have 2 pigtails, glasses, and I'm that smart kid. You know, the one that always has to get the answer right. And the teacher asked, who was the first president of the United States? And I raise my hand with confidence and I say, Abraham Lincoln. As soon as those words left my mouth, I know I messed up. The whole class laughs. I think they're laughing at me because the answer is George Washington. My body tenses. Tears start to well up. I shrink down in my seat. I am mortified. Not because I got the answer wrong. Not even because the class laughed. It was because of what I told myself in that split second. You always mess up, you're not that smart, and no one wants to hear you. And then I said, I will never do that again. And just like that, I began silencing myself. And today, a lot of our youth are doing the same thing, silencing themselves. Not because they don't have anything to say, but because they are made to feel that their voice doesn't matter, that they don't matter. Oh, but they do. We spend so much time preparing our youth to lead one day, but what if we empowered them to lead right now? What if we started seeing them as who they truly are? Innovators, co-creators, truth tellers. They are the fountain we're looking for. And not just for vitality and energy. Reconnecting with youth reignites our flame. the one that once burned bright when we were children, full of wonder, ready to run, jump, and explore without fear. I am passionate that all youth, they're heard, they're known, and they're seen for their unique gifts. I was raised by two powerful women, my mother and grandmother. My mother struggled, but I never felt it because I was surrounded with love. She just didn't talk. She listened. She made space for my voice. That space built trust. That trust built confidence. And that confidence shaped me into the woman I am today. A pediatrician, board certified, author, speaker, and consultant. And after 25 years of working with children and families, this is what I know for certain. In medicine, prevention is everything. It saves lives. And one of the most powerful ways we can prevent the feelings of isolation and hopelessness among our youth is to invest in them and to connect with them. When we lift them up, we not only save a generation from a future defined by despair, we create this ripple effect that safeguards the future for all of us. When we listen to them, when we empower them, they reignite our flame. Their energy fuels our imagination. Their questions challenge our certainty, and their presence reminds us of who we truly are. Listening, space, trust, and love, they are the foundations, the keys to letting the light shine in our youth. Listening, not just the type where we're waiting for our turn to speak, but the kind that is calm, patient, and fully present. The kind that says, I'm here, I care, and what you say matters. You matter. Space, not just physical, but emotional. Giving them room to be themselves without judgment. Giving them room to grow, to feel, and to question. Trust. Adults and youth, we often get locked in this quiet tug of war, both sides pulling for control. But one of the most powerful things we can do is let go of the rope. Because when we stop pulling, they stop resisting. We make room for dialogue, not dominance. We become partners, not drill sergeants. When we share our struggles as stories, not as lectures, we show them that failure isn't fatal and vulnerability isn't weakness. We show them how we rose, and in doing so, we equip them to do the same. Love, real unconditional love, speaks volumes. It says you belong, you're enough, and I have your back no matter what. These 4 steps, listening, creating space, building trust, showing love, they're truly transformational. And this work is for all of us. You can be a parent, you can be an aunt, you can be a neighbor, you can be a mentor, you can be a friend. It's about showing up differently, noticing, reaching out. Something as simple as saying, hey, I saw you outside the other day and I meant to tell you I really liked your shoes. Or, I heard you playing music last night. What song was that? Small words make a big impact. Connection is the cure to resignation, distrust, and the growing distance between generations. And that connection starts with us. We're excluding their voices from boardrooms and school boards and city councils, And then we're blaming them for not caring. The future is not complete without our youth. They are our partners in the world we're all sharing. So the question isn't, what should we do for youth? The question becomes, what can we create with them? Because when we include them, when we listen to them, they are the fountain that gives the mosaic life. Cities are mosaics of people, families, and stories. And mosaics are only whole if every piece is seen and included. And one of the most creative, vibrant, and overlooked pieces is our youth. So when we empower them and when we partner with them, they don't just rejuvenate our lives. They don't just complete the mosaic, they ignite it. So let's all join together, young, old, each and every one of us, to create the future that we all want to share together. Thank you. Thank you.